But 4 men get killed by the police in a one lick. According to them, I said them youth there who get dead, they go look for some man who, the man them who them go look for kill. They kill some of them man. Never ending cycle of madness.
More than a radio program, it's an institutional
Black Radar YouTube channel
with Mutabaruka.
Night. This is the cutting edge. And next Wednesday night, to them man, me I tell you man, I hope everybody get some of that rain there, you know. I can't obviously thank you, you know. The rain did fall today. Why you up all the people them who knows to them water was gone since May start. All of them, water and more water, man. Yes. Corruption of your thoughts. Me I tell you, everywhere you turn something there to corrupt you. You have to just keep your head straight and move. Yes, anywhere you see it, just dodge it and move on. Put all sorts of things in our way to control your mind that you don't even know so to control your mind. Yeah, man, and you have to fight it off, you know, because everywhere you turn, it's dead there with you. Especially upon this thing what them call cell phone. May I tell you? Corrupt your bad man, may I tell you? Alice, everybody have them little YouTube channel now and them don't have no experience and nothing and them don't care where them put on it. Them just slaughter you on it, man. When I say slaughter, I mean slaughter you. Everybody know everybody business and everybody attack, everybody things that them don't know about. May I tell you, man, terrible, terrible. Meanwhile, white people stand up and a laugh and a smile and a say, watch them now. We catch them again, man. Make them go and fight against them one another. And that is really where we are going now. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable the things they want to see on a YouTube thing. They're unbelievable, man. People are talking things that them don't know about. And when them talk it, they make it sound like say them have an inside scoop of it. Yeah, man. Like when them talk, man, it's like them know what them are say. And then the weirdest thing about it, somebody just repost what them say. Just repost what them say and that become gospel. Oh gosh, man, slaughterhouse have so much slaughtering like what we see I go and pan or something named YouTube, man. It's terrible, man. That's why we know that the slave mill still a grind, you know. Yeah, man, the slave mill a grind, but it a grind slow. And we believe say it now turn. It a turn very slow. Because these youth are, I tell you, man, it's weird. Weird. Yes. There we do, you know. Yes, you know, me just mention about what the youth them a do with one another on the YouTube there. Me nah make no mistake when me talk about YouTube me talk about. YouTube me talk about. When me say the youth them are send out some serious slander against one another. Slander like slander. And a whole heap of them still don't like them is some CNN, BBC, news reporter. Like everything what them say is valid. Them get it from good sources and all these things. I can't believe it. So we are fighting against how people are oppressed with politicians and all them things there. And the youth them come now and a fight against one another. And who is the enemy? Who is the enemy? Who is the enemy? It get blurred now, you know. It get blurred. The whole thing get blurred now. You can't tell your enemy from your friend, from your brethren. I mean, I know me I talk about, you know, because I can't tell my friend from my brethren and from my enemy. I can't tell. But them youth cannot have no sacredness about them in relationship to, you know, a brethren is a brethren. You know, and most of them are bring down God in them thinking. You know, all the while you hear them refer to God and God alone do this and God alone can do this and all them stuff there. And when you see what them say against one another, you think say the Pope of Rome or some politician or some robber, thief, criminal, them are talk about. It's amazing, man. Very amazing. You know, we're supposed to have an interview. I don't have the interview ready for it yet, but I don't know, we can't ready for it. Anybody remember Galliwas? Who remember Galliwas? Well, you know, to them have a repatriation thing for bring back a gal who was from one of them colonial masters there, for bring it come back to Jamaica. Yeah, we want to get talk about it. You know, if we can, if we have any time to do it. So we're going to wait for the operator to send in the call to make a talk about that. But meanwhile, we want to confront this thing here because it hurt me till, I mean, I watch, me have to the YouTube thing, me have to switch to things where no soothe my soul. You know, some soothing soul things, some other thing other than where the youth them have upon their mind. And I don't know if them know say them thing where them say nah come down after the YouTube, you know. And then years from now when them look back on it, them are gonna say, ratted. I mean really say that? No, sir. Because in them youthfulness, them don't understand say where them I say no. It's just I don't know. People get money for them YouTube channel, and the more subscribers and likes them get, couple 1 cent to flow them way. So I guess that is why them do it. And I talk about it already, you know. Sometimes you see the headline with them put, you know. And the headline is supposed to deal with the main topic of where going in the story, in the view. But when you realize it, not like that no in there. Not like that no in there at all. I'm see them to me too. When them release my cutting edge or stepping razor, them put some headline there. Let me say, wait, this is what like years ago, I know even years ago neither, I must chew my ball out about it, make them stop do it. You did have a little idiot brother where you used to put up my things up there. And when me talk something against somebody, him put a gun, make it look like me have a gun in my hand. Well, where that far? Where that far? And them attack some things when me say, I mean, not say against nobody, you know, but them put a picture of somebody when me a talk about in the story. And then the headline is like me a fight against somebody. Yeah, it's like, and you can't do nothing about it. You can't do nothing about it because them don't have no regulation about these things on YouTube. Them don't have no regulation more than, yeah, you can't, them regulate it, but not to the level where a man do all that now and you can't say, you know, by the time you go tell him to take it down and go type YouTube and go tell YouTube say this and that and that. It kind of gone EY already. Canada man just repost that and the next repost that and it just get away. Especially when you're in the limelight like all this program you know. You say certain things and the next morning you see a big headline. And it don't have nothing to do with what you say. Nothing at all to do with what you say. I mean, I said, then when since you them get away there. But think whatever they try, them youth are now who supposed to have more sense than we were with the little. Would have advanced in feelings and behavior and attitude that them would have more respectful and responsible for what them put up on the YouTube thing. That you can read it and say, wow, yeah, like a newscast, like how you have a newscast. But them have newscasts different, for them newscasts different. A man just say anything we want to say and tell and repost it. Like a man sit down and give like a news and then him bring in somebody on the news. Go down there on the street and say something. And there goes your name. There goes your name. And your whole way of life get dumped in the closet or dumped in the pit toilet. You have man where you take him life, bring him life, and build up certain things, and create certain understanding in the minds of certain ones. And then you just see them just use a little petty little foolishness where them don't know nothing about. Nothing at all them don't know about. Them just use them little petty foolishness for just sink that one there. It's weird, man. And you can't stop it. If you just say, please just ease up our fight. Them not gonna stop. Because the thing is money again, you know. Just like politicians where everybody are cuss. The politicians do it in another way, and them same youth, they will cuss them politicians and say, boy, those money them are dealing on, them are rob the people, them, you know. But when you slander a man or a woman in a them way there, because you feel say you're gonna get subscribers and likes and them things like that, you're not different. You're not different from the idiot politician them. And you know things that you are different, but what difference you where are though? Where you really are though? What you really doing? Because today you's a man friend and you big him up, and then tomorrow you lick him down, and then you make your friend lick him down and your friend lick him down and all them something there. That's why most of the songs them where you hear now a man tell you say him not have no friend. Him not have no friend at all and all them something there. Nobody can't trust nobody, not trust nobody and all them something. You can't live so. You can't live so, Rasta. I tell you no that, you can't live so. You know, see it? Not trust this and not trust that, and you know, everybody this and everybody that, and it's like a tenement yard thing come out in the open pan computer now, tenement yard cussing, and it's really a tenement yard cussing because I'm going to tenement yard. You see certain things like that go on. Anyway, we'll tell you about a serious event just so where this is so unbelievable that the intention is to repatriate, if them don't do it already, a galley wasp. We have a zoologist here from the Natural History Museum of Jamaica, Mrs. Elizabeth Marcy. Good night.
Good night, Muta.
No, this is so amazing and fascinating. I know a lot of people don't remember galley wasp, but how we come to this repatriation of a galley wasp to Jamaica, or it reached there?
Okay, so what happened was in the University of Glasgow in Scotland, there is a museum called the Hunterian Museum.
Yeah.
And they were doing a very interesting sort of exhibit where they asked their local people to discuss with them things that made them uncomfortable about the museum. You know, some people feel strange going into museums, and you know, the way how European museums have traditionally showcased people's cultural heritage. You know, they feel upset about it, and you know, rightfully so. You know, sometimes, and I went to those community members and they asked them to pick certain things that made them feel uncomfortable. And it just so happened that one of the things that was chosen to be displayed was our galley wasp. So we had, yes. So they contacted us.
Yes.
They come to the University of the West Indies and said, listen, there is an opportunity for you to get back your specimen of galley wasp. And this is a galley wasp that we didn't have in our national collection. So, you know, I've worked in those collections for 30 years, and I've never seen a specimen of it.
Oh, yeah?
So when we heard that we could, you know, get that one, we were very excited to get the opportunity to have it back in the island.
All right, you know, I will one year talk about no galley wasp, and old people might know about galley wasp and everything there, because people don't really see them something about the place and everything. Tell the youth them what is a galley wasp.
Okay, so a galley wasp is a lizard.
Yes.
It's a shiny lizard. And sometimes it sort of moves in a little snaky way. So it's not like those sea lizards that they call it. I know they find them on the rocks. So when you turn over a rock or you dig up in a pile of leaves, and so you might see it moving quickly in the corner of your eye because it's trying to burrow down into the ground.
Yes.
So we call that galley wasp, and maybe the name comes from gully asp, you know, so because asp is a sort of snake. Mm-hmm. So it has it's in Jamaica, people they're afraid of lizards on a whole, but for the galley wasp, they're even doubly afraid of.
May I tell you, we used to try to kill them, man.
Yes, so that's what we hear a lot. But you know, they even have a myth. You know, they have a myth associated with it, where if it bites you, you have to run to water, or else before the lizard reach the water, or else
Yes.
you're going to die or something like that.
Yeah,
Something
swell
like
up.
that. You don't have to worry about anything like that. Is a regular animal that is part of nature, going about its own business, living on the rock, eating,
Insect
fruits
and all that
and
stuff,
insects and
Yeah.
worms and that sort of stuff.
So it's not extinct though. It's not extinct.
So what we want to know now, is that for this type of lizard, it's called the genus is called Celestus. There are 11 of them, 11 of the Celestus. Out of the 11, 10 of them are found in Jamaica. Right? The next one of it is found in Hispaniola. So out of that 10, we have these, and this one that I'm talking about is extinct. Meaning that we haven't seen it for over 150 years, and there's no collective. Right. So there's various different types, and there are different sizes, and also those types, those 10 types, there will be different sizes. They will live in different habitats. So people will see something very much resembling. They will see Galliwak out there, but this one that we're talking about is considered extinct. Not to say that if because it was found in this one was found in swampland, and
you mean the one that is going to be repatriated? The one that's going to be repatriated? Yeah.
No, it's here already.
Oh, it's there already?
I went for it.
You serious?
Yes, I did.
You go clear a glass for it?
They say I could come for it. So I go for it.
So it's going to be in the museum downtown?
Yes, it's there. So we're planning to have a little opening of the museum. We've been reorganizing our museum, our Natural History Museum, and for the 140th anniversary of the Institute of Jamaica, we're going to have the reopening as part of the celebration, and the Galliwaks will be displayed then. So everybody will get a chance.
So no, all right. So, like what have you on the radio so now? When I was youth, I go to school. I used to go to Wesley, on Tower Street, that's all. And Rosemary. And we used to go down at the museum there. You used to have live creatures in there, like Galliwaks, what you talk about, snake, birds. Where them things they there? Where them just dead out so and done with, and I just peer a little picture of the thing them you see now down at museum. Because I don't see that go on in a museum again.
Well, what you're talking about is the first. You see, all those animals that were there, they weren't being housed in the proper way. Because the place was really too small to house live having animals. But those animals were transferred to the Hope Zoo, and it became the nucleus for Hope Zoo. What the Hope Zoo is now, those animals formed the Hope Zoo, or became, part of the Hope Zoo. What we have there now, we do have a lot of photos and models. Yeah, but let me say, a peer photo, me sit down there. Every time we go down there, a peer photo, me and see. Well, we do also have display specimens, like specimens in alcohol.
In a bottle.
Specimens. We have to do what we can, And then we have models. So this new museum that we're doing, we're going to have a lot of interactive things for students to come and learn. So, but, it's difficult for us to display the live things, like we're used to, because, we just can't keep them in those conditions and need a bigger space to roam. And have to go up to the zoo.
Like the one lion we have up there?
The one lion?
One lion?
The lion up there still, I think, up at the zoo, yes, sir.
One lion, Mama. Don't forget to that, man. That terrible thing, that man. One lion.
Well, but I feel as if they had the resources, they would bring another lion. And
no, but every time I bring down man, you can have one lion just lay down so the whole time. You can just imagine if you go escape. Oh, gosh, man. All right, look here. All right. How is the Galliwaks going to be displayed? And we're going to be displayed.
So it will be displayed in the Natural History Museum Gallery. I don't know if you remember, you're supposed to remember that they used to have a place where they had all of these animals on display.
Yes.
That's the Natural History Museum Gallery. And so we've been updating it and putting in some more, computers and special effects and stuff to interest the
Populace,
population.
Yeah.
So we're planning to open in June. So very soon. We're working on the launch right now. So you'll be hearing on that, and the gallipots will be displayed there.
I know you're a zoologist, but I don't know if I can ask you this. Is there any plant, more animals or insects or anything that is out there that is indigenous to Jamaica that we should get back?
Oh, well, there are more, but let's when I say, I think you're talking about if other museums have collections that
yes, that we should get back. Like how you get back the gallows, Is there anything out there that we should demand that we need to get it back?
Yes, so part of this program to go and repatriate the gallipots. What it's leading to is that we were able to speak with other curators. They let us into the museum to see what they had there.
Yes.
And there are other collections, both public collections and private collections. But what we need to do first is to determine what is there.
Yes.
And we've been, Scotland curators are very eager to work with us to determine what is out there. And then what I think the next step would be is to match it with what we do have in our collection and to fill any gaps, anything that we don't have, anything that we think that, would benefit us, we try and get those back. And I think that it's a very important first step that the gallipots has come, so others will come, so definitely, once we, so that's what we need to do as our next step.
I remember years ago, a white guy did come from Europe when they had smuggled out certain other animal to Europe. I think it's some bird they used to smuggle out at the country. I don't know if you remember about that, but it's something where you remember about it.
I think you're talking about when they found smugglers taking out 40 of our parrots.
Yes,
is it that?
Yes,
right,
yes.
And then it was intercepted by the I think in Amsterdam.
Yes, it's and did I send them so much money? I mean, I say, wait, I got the bird them value and them a grow up, them a fly up and down all over in Jamaica, yeah?
Yes, and they fly west. Well, that is what people place a great value on our birds, and we don't keep, we don't have the same value within our hearts for them. But
terrible.
People willing to come and teeth it, and how they would do it, what they do, they would cut down because those birds nest in trees, and what they do, them cut down that big tree and steal it and carry it away. Say it's a carving or that. And it was 40 eggs.
40 eggs? Is the egg them? Yes. Oh gosh, man.
Right,
What become of that? What become of it? What became of it?
So they hatch them, and they hatch them, and they have become part of a zoo, a display at a zoo in Europe. That is very popular.
Yes.
So people are coming. People pay them and say, listen, let us go to the Jamaican because all of them didn't make it either. Some of them died of this trip.
Yeah, man, I remember it clearly, man. And also the fern them. Them used to move the fern them. They call them, say you have the most species of ferns in Jamaica that you hardly can find outside of Jamaica.
That's true.
And then I don't know how the hell them could have do fern gully, like how them do it now and concrete it up. Concrete and asphalt it up that way that. And then so you have fern like fern.
Yes, the Fern Gully, they even make a movie off of it in a cartoon, very popular, called Fern Gully. Yeah. And we have, I think it's over maybe 500 species of fern.
Oh gosh, man.
Yes. I tell people that it's 500 different types. So.
Yeah. Well, I used to drive through Fern Gully for years. I got IRFM. And then when I see them start to concrete it up two sides of the road and the fern them not there again, I get crazy, man. It vexes me bad.
Yes. I remember too. Because you remember how dark it was?
Oh, yes, man. Because the tree them did come over. Like Alan Bamboo. The tree them come over.
Yes. you know.
That
But
was beautiful.
that is all the things that we're trying to preserve, even the discussion that we're having. Because, you know, when I remember for Ngoli, and you used to see the peony wallies,
Yes.
you know, these are things that we want to preserve for our children to be able to see.
I am preserving them at my house. There's some of them outside there right now. Sweet me. But yes, I'll duck. No, Jamaica get away though. You know, so most youth in a Kingston don't never say a duck yet.
Wow, you know.
Most youth in Jamaica, not in Jamaica, in the garrison areas, never see a live chicken yet.
Yes, you're right. You know, you're right because you know when we speak, our museum is located in the heart of Kingston,
yes,
right at the corner of Tower and East Street.
Yes.
And when you talk to some of the youth that come in and they you know on tour, they you know it's really worthwhile for us to try and get them, you know, carry them out even to Hollywood, up into the hills, you know, so that they can be amongst greenery and see the things that we're talking about live.
Yes, I tell you, man. I just pure concrete and steel. Anyway, give thanks, Mama. Give thanks.
Yes. And thank you for having me. Thank you for having me, Muta.
Of course.
You know,
but I must tell you though, I have a resentment about zoos. You know, especially when I say the lion there, and I say one lion, so one to the other lioness. One lion is a joke business. You know, but that's how it go. That's how it go. It's the nature of man.
Yes, I you know, because I name zoology, I can't.
I realize that. You know, it's like the Jamaica Society for Prevention of Cruelty to Animals having a barbecue. You know, that's so ironical. You know, the kind of barbecue you preserve.
It's also irony.
It's an irony of ironies, man. Having barbecue and not tofu. Anyway, give thanks, Mama. Give thanks.
All right, thank you.
Yes, that was Mistress Elizabeth Morrison, zoologist from the Natural History Museum of Jamaica. They have repatriated a gallowas. And it is in Jamaica. She said she actually went for it in Glasgow. Went for it. So when a whole heap of things can go far and bring back here, I hear Babsy was talking about some other things that need to return to Jamaica. And I realized that even Africa, there is a move afoot to bring back a whole heap of the things them take out of Africa. And we must all mention, say them need to carry back that diamond wearing the crown England, where the king them wear and the queen them. I think it's India it come from. I don't remember if it's India or Southern Africa. But it's so much thing them thief. Them thief so much things from where. Imagine some man go to Africa, go kill off the animal and take them head and put on the wall. But man have thinking and people mentality that you kill an animal and put him head on your wall. It's a serious thing, but that's what we have those people. This is the cutting edge. We're there with you. Every now Papa start, I'm going to play a news report from Democracy Now! About certain development going on the Gaza Strip there. Rafah, where the guys them, Netanyahu and them friend them, tell the people them to go down there for safety. And now I tell them to move out there because I might look for some man where him not find them, you know. As a matter of fact, I think the idea of kill one of the hostages them is a weird thing. But we see the things them get red in Jamaica too. As a matter of fact, it get red everywhere. Everywhere it get red. It's so red that you can't even see the color again. Believe you me. I don't know what's going on. Look why we never have no rain. And no rain, I'll wash out my show. Rain wash out my show, man. Hey, but I apologize to all the people them who journey come up at Jackson the other night and realize say the show postponed. But you see the 18th, mark down that in your calendar, you know, in your book. The 18th, we're going to be there. That is the same skyline level. we're going to be there again on the 18th. So all who did buy a ticket, say it's still valid. All who never buy the ticket can come at the gate and get a ticket. Mutabaruka school band. Yes, we're going to be there. So, yes, look out for that on the 18th. I think it's a Saturday night. We're there with you. Ill.
Yeah, bless it.
Hi, man.
Yeah, man. I say the people them were come down from the plane what day.
Yeah, the Indian them.
The Indian them. See? I say I see him so I don't really nothing strange, I see him so all the China them, somebody China them come here. Yeah, them people come here all the while. Most of them people are buy out all the beach. They say all the beach front them. The house them we have the beach them. And most of them people are buy them out.
Okay.
I saw Jamaica sell out. See. So
country for sale, can't you say?
Yeah, country for sale, you see. Because when you look on the whole thing, and look how the whole thing say. First them say at 218 people. And then you get a news now, I tell you say at 250 or 60. See? And I be a man. And them in the Indian tradition, they all for them thing go. See? A business when them dep on business and them are do business. See? Them not really travel with them woman and them thing and them wife. See? So say, I something where I go on. See? But here one now, it's a true US, too questionable character upon the plane or questionable people where US want. And that make everything bust,
Yeah.
If the man is never questionable, see, you hear nothing because something that we are going and go on. See, where them use Jamaica, not that Jamaica alone, they use some other small islands where them come and buy them citizenship and then them head to US. See, most of them. See, wish some of them stay on the basis and send back money, got them foreign, them other foreign country. See, but them buy out. See, where them to buy out. And most of them people fire. If you notice, see, when you go mobile, see, all of the people them where sell them red, green and gold stuff there. See, and them Bob Marley stuff there. See, most of them are Indian them, See? And
the inbound shop them own mostly by Indian.
Yeah, you see. So
but the things them come from Far East, like Taiwan and and Indonesia China. And all them places. China.
And China too.
Yeah.
See, so when you look on it, and when you look on it now, the craft market people them can't sell nothing. Because everything done set and all the people them all the hotel them go tell the people and say, no, shopping inside. See, are the money we are carrying them.
Yeah, them arrange with the Indian them, the driver them, taxi driver them, arrange with the Indian them for drive them go a certain Indian shop. Yeah, and it exclude the craft market.
See, so when you look on the whole thing now, and we the people want to know what really go on, make some people depend in transit then. See? Because so when they depend in transit, people don't really let you in them country no muta. Or if you
sometimes, transit
sometimes.
come up. Yeah.
Sometimes, but you have to have visa. You have
to have visa. Yes, if you play land of morning and you go back in the night, you come out of the airport and go do where you do and come back.
See, but you have to have visa.
Yeah, them say two of them never have no visa.
Them people never have no visa. And them downtown all about.
Yeah, but all right. Visa is required when you come from Saudi Arabia or Dubai, all them where the visa required.
No, well, maybe through a Commonwealth there, that's right. Well, we use the Commonwealth in there. See? Several them through them are Commonwealth. But, as with them say, with the flight, them have problem with the flight because the flight never did to come as with them say again. See?
Well, the management say different.
And the management
them say
different.
They come here for let other people them and then fly to Cuba.
Yeah.
And come back for them a couple of days after.
So you hear a whole heap of thing and a whole heap of different.
Where you hear?
No, what me I hear, you know, is that the flight there, seeing them a flight to Cuba, them say them a go to Cuba.
After them drop all the people, them, like the man say. The manager, the what them call them, the management say, them drop them off here for go to Cuba and then come back for them.
Oh.
Because they have a flight for go somewhere else.
So the people have reservation for you then?
Yeah, except was the 2 people. That's why a red flag go about them 2 people there.
Oh.
That is the news of me here.
So that so them illegal and then come here then?
The 2 people them.
No, the plane load of people.
No, them never tell the plane load. That it was bound to come here. And then let them off and then go to Cuba. And make a trip and then come back. I mean, that is what them say. I don't know, but that is what them say.
You know, I can't understand Muta. It's just be a complicated thing going on, you know?
Yeah.
You know, when you look at Jamaica, you don't really know. You don't really know.
You're not going to know the truth, you know, because them people, what that?
Yeah.
You there for that bike?
No, a bike apart.
Okay.
A bike apart.
Yeah, you're not going to know the truth, but all that no, I'm not going to make it bother me, you know, Virgin. I tell you the truth.
No, well, them things that not really bother me, no, because that's not really taxpayers' money to me, you know?
Yeah.
A human rights thing with you. You know, that don't really bother me.
Yeah.
See, what bother me now, are the work of money where the man must spend, seeing on some building. See, and no business now go on at the building. No business now go on at the building. And them now rent them out fully. Yeah, and our taxpayers' money are spent.
I mean, NHT.
Yeah, both NHT and some building over here to some politician buy, and I run say a tax office, I run, but the tax office are in there. But 750 every month in a sum, and it's the constitutional place for them say the office there where the constitutional ministry. In 4 points a month. See, and nothing go on in there. See, so, you know, when you look, the whole thing, you know, it's just, you know, corruption all over.
All right, you know, you have to go call back, you know, because you want to play a news, some news clip from Democracy Now! Before it reach 12 o'clock. So if you want to call back after 12.
Now I think it's talk about it.
Yeah, all right. And that we have to work with you, know. And that we have to work with. You have to listen to what I say.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, all right.
All right, bless you.
So as we are saying, some things go on right now, development we are going, or underdevelopment we are going in America and also in the Gaza there. Rafah them say, I want you to listen to it and then we deal with it. This is Democracy Now! The news report from Democracy Now!
This news is funded by viewers like you. Please support our work at democracynow.org/give. Welcome to Democracy Now!, democracynow.org, The War and Peace Report. I'm Amy Goodman. Palestinians in Rafah say they're trapped as Israeli tanks have taken over the crossing on Gaza's border with Egypt. The United Nations says Israel's denying access to the southern Gaza Strip through the Rafah crossing as aid groups warn of impending catastrophe amidst chaotic scenes of families fleeing with no safe option for shelter. The area came under heavy aerial bombardment again overnight as Israel vowed to continue its attacks on Rafah even after Hamas said it had accepted a ceasefire proposal advanced by Qatari and Egyptian mediators Monday. Israel rejected the ceasefire but said it would send a delegation to Cairo for further talks. We'll go to Rafah later in the broadcast to get the latest from Palestinian journalist Akram al-Satari. A Guardian investigation found Israel used a U.S.-made weapon in the March 27th airstrike that killed 7 emergency healthcare workers in southern Lebanon. Rights groups say the attack was a violation of international law. Gaza solidarity protests continue at college campuses across the United States, as does the police crackdown. On Monday, 43 arrests were reported at UCLA. At the University of California, San Diego, video shows a crowd of student protesters blocking a police bus from leaving with arrested students. This comes after UC Riverside protesters announced Friday it has become the first UC campus to reach a deal with the school to start evaluating its ties with Israel. At Harvard, students and faculty rallied Monday after the administration threatened mass expulsions for hundreds of arrested protesters. This is Issa, a Palestinian student at Harvard who's lost over 120 family members in Gaza.
Over the last 6 months, more than 124 people in my family have been brutally killed by the Israeli occupation forces. For the last 6 months, I have had to wake up to messages on my cousin being shot on his bike, on my aunt going blind because she can't get medication for her blood pressure, on my entire uncle's house falling down on them. There is nothing this country can do, nothing the police can do, nothing this administration can do to me that will scare me from fighting for justice.
Harvard professor Walter Johnson spoke to students in solidarity with their protest.
There's no room for reasoned discussion about this action. If Harvard will not disclose its investments in the occupied territories, in the Israeli military, and in Gaza.
Nearby, students from a dozen high schools in the Boston area joined the MIT protest Monday as students there also defied a deadline to clear their encampment. Students at SUNY Purchase here in New York State celebrated late Monday as Gaza solidarity activists announced the school had met protesters' demands, quote, to disclose and cut ties with war crimes and genocide, unquote. Here in New York City, Columbia's canceled its main university-wide graduation ceremony May 15th amid mounting fallout from its mishandling of this protests. Students across New York and other protesters marched through city streets Monday, culminating in a rally near the glitzy, celebrity-filled Met Gala ceremony, where they were met with a heavy police presence. Student protests and encampments are continuing to spread around the globe as well, including in Denmark, where students have occupied Copenhagen University. In Spain, students at Barcelona University are also demanding their school divest from Israel.
We want to firmly condemn the genocide that is happening right now. And we believe that as Western people and Western young people, we have a privilege that we have to put at the service of the people who do not have a voice.
In France, high school students have started to join in the protest movement, organizing strikes and demonstrations. In Belgium, over 100 students have begun a peaceful occupation at Ghent University, demanding the school sever ties with companies connected to Israel's military and enact urgent actions to deal with the climate crisis. In related news, at least 132 climate activists were arrested Saturday in a peaceful blockade, calling on European governments to declare a climate emergency and end fossil fuel subsidies. Many of the activists glued themselves to the ground. The group Extinction Rebellion denounced excessive police violence against protesters, describing police actions as illegal and authoritarian. In the Democratic Republic of Congo, at least 12 people, including children, were killed in 2 bomb attacks on camps for internally displaced communities near the city of Goma. Congolese and U.S. authorities blamed the bombings on Rwandan forces and the M23 armed group. Rwanda has refuted the accusations, saying the assaults were likely carried out by militias backed by the Congolese army. Intensifying violence in the eastern DRC has forced hundreds of thousands to flee. The UN described the attacks as a, quote, flagrant violation of human rights and international humanitarian law, which may constitute a war crime, unquote. In Chad, voters went to the polls Monday in the Sahel region's first election since a wave of coups in recent years. Chad's current leader, President Mohamed Idris Deby, is largely expected to win. He took power after his long-ruling father, Idris Deby, was killed on the battlefield in 2021. 10 candidates were disqualified from the election, leading to a call to boycott the polls. Critics and opposition politicians have blasted what they call the dynastic dictatorship. Voters say they want a leader who can improve the dire economic situation in Chad and guarantee peace.
We need peace. We've suffered enough in this country. We want to change. We really want to change. Someone who can lead the country, who won't have the conscience to ignore the suffering of Chadian youth. Chadian youth are suffering. Our parents send us to school and we come back to fight in the neighborhoods. We're fed up. There has to be a change.
Chad is also home to over 1 million refugees, many of them from neighboring Sudan. The election results will take several weeks to be announced. In Moscow, Vladimir Putin was sworn in today for his 5th term as Russian president. Officials from the U.S. and many European Union nations were absent from the lavish
Okay, so the reason why we really play this, it deals with 3 issues where we really want to bring to your attention. One, as we hear, the Israeli war on the Palestinian them. 2, the climate. And 3, the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Now, a whole heap of people don't know because the media, so is just stagnant with certain news. That the Congo is under the same problem like where the Palestinian them is under in Israel, in Gaza there. And a lot of it is because of the Prime Minister of Rwanda, which him come the other day, the Prime Minister, is part of the problem. Yes, he is part of the problem, the Prime Minister of Rwanda. And there's a lot of killing that is going on in the Democratic Republic of the Congo. Because you know them have a whole heap of child labor in them places away. Because of the mineral resources in the Congo. The French, the English and the American, them down there, are clean out the country. The mineral resources are get cleaned out by these people. So, we need to take a stock of what's going on. Now, if you hear about the whole heap of tension in America against this warrior, they are going from the 7th of December, it are going. This warrior galvanized a whole heap of youth right across America out of all of the big university them. Them are called for divestment. That the university must move them investment out of Israel and all the companies them were connected to the university that belong to Israel. Them should have really wiped that out, get rid of that. Now it's weird, because in the 60s and 70s in Jamaica, the University of the West Indies was very active. We can't call some people who was very active. Remember when Walter Rodney did come to Jamaica? And by the way, Walter Rodney's wife, you know they killed Walter Rodney. Well, Walter Rodney's wife is wondering why is it that Walter Rodney is still persona non grata in Jamaica when him dead. I can say that again, Walter Rodney's wife is saying that she don't understand why is it that her husband is still upon the persona non grata. Means persona means to say, we know why in the country. That is what it means. And the government did say that. So them make him can't come in and them kill him. Not this government kill him. It's part him come from Guyana. But she's saying that it's really ironical that him dead and them still have him on a list of persona non grata. But the problem with it is that the University of the West Indies in Jamaica right now, them youth are not interested in them thing there. Them not interested in them thing there. Them not interested in world affairs that eventually will affect them. Them not interested in it. But now you look and you see universities all over America and all over Europe are demonstrate against the war in the Gaza. And you know, say, if one you go get up now and go start say, no, you hear say, why right now, in brave. You know, much time we march can say, well, we have a demonstration in front of the British, the High Commission, what them call them, visa place there. And we have one when the American embassy was down Oxford Street there, a road, whatsoever. We had a demonstration right there so too. And a whole lot of people never want to take part in it because they say they don't want to lose them visa. You know what I say? Whole heap of ones, artists and everyone, whole heap of one, I say, them now go demonstrate against the American embassy because them no want to lose them visa. You understand? That is how that thinking. And now we have a university where it's totally docile in anything as it relates to world affair. Remember, I say, it's the South African them first decide them to carry Israel to the court. We could come forward. It's 12 o'clock. We could come forward. Yes, we're there already upon the cutting edge. Yeah, we're talk about the universities all over the world where demonstrate against this war in Palestine. And we are saying in the 60s and early 70s, when we did fight against apartheid, a whole heap of things. The university youth them, when Walter Rodney was here, all these things was very concerning to university youth them. And they was involved to make a change, to do something about it. Total different time now we are living now, where all of the world affairs we are going on. You know, go say University of the West Indies involved in nothing. Because I say, the youth them not really, them head not dead so. They just have by the way something to them. All this war are going on. And we say South Africa is the first country to actually take it on them head, to carry Israel, go to the world court, inside of the world court, and make it spread out. Because South Africa, who else but South Africa could have do that? Given that they know what apartheid is. And when them label the Israeli them, Netanyahu, as having an apartheid system in Palestine, it echo and reverberate all over the world. But now we see the student them take it up on them head now. The student them all over have sitting, standing. Some of them glue themselves. You ever see what them do? Them people that take glue and glue themselves all upon in the university, them step on all them something there. You know, see, because them take it serious. And if it's one thing I'm going to make Biden lose this, is this argument here about Gaza. If it's one thing I'm going to make him lose. The problem is that all of them youth there would have been Democrats. But them must see this as a serious thing. They must see this thing as a serious thing. Them don't want to vote for Trump. Them don't want to vote for Trump, you know. But them could have don't vote. Them could have don't vote, but guess what? If them don't vote, it will lessen Biden majority because most of the youth them was for him. So we're going to see how that will go in November there. But the youth them is hell-bent.
More than a radio program, it's an institutional
Black Radar YouTube channel.
with Mutabaruka.
The informative information presented in this video is motivational and is positively aimed at inspiring, educating and entertaining the viewers with the cutting edge of critical reasoning. If you enjoy the contents on the Black Radar YouTube channel, please consider subscribing to show your support.